Cooper Weidenthal with Davenport Athletics, and we're talking men's hoops. I'm joined by Davenport's big man, Scott Ulaneo. Scott, for those that don't know about you, you're originally from Rome, Italy, and you've already used your first 3 seasons of eligibility. This is your redshirt senior season. You played at Division I Seattle, and then Hawaii Pacific, and then came to Davenport. So how did you end up in Grand Rapids, and kind of talk about that recruiting process for us?
So it really all started off, I left Italy when I was 17, Rome, Italy when I was 17, and it was actually Seattle that was recruiting me, and they had scouts that came to recruit me all the way in Rome. And that's really how it started, and that's when I really decided I wanted to go play college basketball. So as a 17-year-old, left Italy, I'm playing in Seattle until eventually, after my freshman year, my head coach, the one who recruited me, I got fired. So at that point, I was ready, me and other teammates ready thinking of changing where to go. And that's how I ended up in Hawaii, who actually, there was an assistant coach who coached at Seattle my first year who actually went to Hawaii. So that was kind of how that helped in the recruitment process. And then once I got to Hawaii, we had some issues on the team. We weren't as competent as we thought we would be. We weren't as competitive as we thought we'd be. During Christmas, we had a terrible incident where one of our players actually passed away during a basketball game, and that was really hard, especially because the player who passed away was the only other European on the team, so we had a kind of a close connection. So it was just hard for me to just stay in Hawaii knowing that had happened. I just felt like I wanted a fresh start, and Davenport came knocking at the door, and I thought that was the most competitive and the best solution for me at that point.
Absolutely. So last season, I mentioned you were a redshirt senior this season. So last year you sat out for that redshirt year. Probably the first season you hadn't played basketball in a while.
That's right.
Not only what did you learn about yourself, but what did you learn about just the game of basketball during that season away?
It's been playing basketball for so long that it's almost you get basketball for granted. Every year you get to play, it's fun to play games with your teammates and everything. But as soon as that's taken away from you, it's about how you respond. And for me, especially, it wasn't the easiest year last year. Especially when I wanted to be on the court to help my teammates win in certain situations where I knew I could have helped. But it just with patience, it was just what I was mostly focused on last year was getting my teammates better, because I knew I couldn't play. What I could do was just challenge them during practice every day to make them the best they could be so that they could go out there and win as many games as they could. But obviously, I learned a lot about the system. It's obviously my third school, different systems wherever I've been, and just getting a feel for the coaching staff and everything. I feel like it really helped me having a jump start into this year.
Yeah, so this season you guys have played 6 games. You've started every one of them. You're first on the team in rebounding, second in scoring behind Chris Rollins, but you're also second in assists. So as a big man, especially as you score more and more points and the league starts to recognize you more and more, more defenders are going to be dropping down to you. So how important is it for you to be able to pass and find the open man once you do have the ball down low?
Personally, it works out pretty good for me because I'm a player who likes involving my teammates, and I'm always going to look for that pass to get my teammate wide open to make that shot, because I believe that once we all have different individuals start scoring and feeling confident with themselves, the whole team starts rolling better. So, but definitely, I've already noticed how teams starting to adjust to playing defense on me. I've been guarded by small forwards or smaller guards on me. I've been double teamed and everything. And for me, that works out fine because I'm just going to make the right play and hit whoever is open. If that's my teammate in the corner, a freshman, a sophomore, it doesn't matter who it is really. I'm just all about finding a way to find the best shot on every possession. And if it's my shot, good. If it's somebody else's, that's no problem.
Absolutely. This past Saturday, you guys got your first win. You beat Purdue Northwest in a game that wasn't really close. You guys won by 14. You were pretty much in control the whole way. It was definitely the most complete team effort you guys have had. How important was it to get that first win, and what kind of clicked for you guys in order to get the win?
That was a very important win. It was something we really needed under our belt, because this is a group which, I never, talking back to the teams I played for, I was never put in a situation to have 9 players in such a timing like now in the world with COVID and everything going on. So I took it as a challenge, and to have obviously 3 freshmen that have to play, they've never been in this situation either. It's a new for everybody. So it was a challenge at first, but it was important to get this win because we all understood how much what was going on the first 5 games we had played and lost. It wasn't us. It wasn't who we wanted to be. It wasn't what we wanted to represent as a team. And I feel like that first game against Purdue Northwest, we thought we could have won that game. Ended up in a dramatic ending, but we knew exactly, like when we walked into our locker room after that first game, we knew we was going to win the next day, and that's how we had to react. And I'm glad we reacted, and it just creates momentum for the next games.
Yeah, absolutely. A roster of 14 down to 9, and 3 of those 9, as you mentioned, are freshmen. So only 6 players that have played collegiate basketball before. So not to make excuses, but it's a crazy situation for you guys. Last question, I'll get you on your way. You finally get to experience the Grand Valley State rivalry. Tonight, you guys are in Allendale. That's a 6 o'clock tip against the Lakers. I mean, last year you witnessed it. You were sitting out. You've heard about it. What does it mean to finally play in this rivalry against a really good program like Grand Valley State?
Man, especially for me personally, I come from Rome, where it's a city where rivalry is really big, especially when it comes to soccer, which is a different sport. You Americans probably don't even know that much about soccer, but where I'm from, it's almost a religion. So it's like you're either a Lazio fan or a Roma fan. So I'm definitely born in a culture where rivalry is taken very seriously. And even just last year, sitting out and not able to be a part of the rivalry game, it was hard. I was just over there biting my nails, just waiting for my chance to play against them, and today's the time. So we're all war ready.
All right, man. Sounds good. Scott, thank you so much. Good luck tonight, and then good luck Friday, Saturday when you guys face Ashland.
Thank you. Appreciate you.